And welcome back to another live stream of Europa. So this is continuing the previous, I think, last two live streams as Cebu from the Philippines. This is the continuing hunt for Philippine tiger, recreate the Chola Empire, which is very large and going to involve conquering pretty much the Indian subcontinent and some of Bengal into Malacca and most of Indonesia. So we'll see how this goes. We're up to 470 development, including a 100 development vassal, and it is 1554. So in that sense, we're doing reasonably well. Rather vassals, actually, because we have Khmer as a march. I forgot that. Hello, Khmer. So I believe we just survived a war with Sulu, I think? Or maybe it was Brunei and Malacca. Anyhow, we've got a fair amount of overextension versus pretty much the two nations who we've been fighting this whole time. We are on our way to getting colonial Australia under our control. Got two provinces colonized so far, and we're working on a third, and we're working on a third, and we're going to have a fourth and fifth soon. We have 3 colonists. We're doing pretty well. Hinduism seems to be functioning reasonably well for us, and we're making quite a bit of money from trade, actually, and production. What with our 35 development capital and 38 development other province, we should be pretty good for a while. So probably the next war might start when this war or this peace treaty with Sulu comes off. We'll see when that actually happens. And hopefully that will allow us to finish off Brunei, at which point we can move on to Malacca. Pasai here is our ally, but at some point we'll betray them and take their lands. Typical stuff, you know. Thank you, Average. Also, hello. I think our next reform is really just get more absolutism. We're going to need a fair amount to control our land. Although I am seriously tempted to try States General as these guys, but probably I shouldn't. Probably much more beneficial to have that extra 5 absolutism. Let's see. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm trying to remember exactly what I've been up to. Plutocracy. Oh yeah, we're into trade, aren't we? Okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to do this for a couple hours. Been wanting a bit of a change from the Portuguese game, to be honest. But that's almost done, which is great. So, get those 3 cultures accepted, which will be nice. Champa wants an alliance. They don't want to be a vassal, though, so I'm not really tempted to do so. See, claim on Brunei. Can I get a claim on that? No. We still have a lot of Java to retake from these guys. Doesn't look like we can actually put claims on any of their land. We can, of course, feed it to our vassal Sunda there, which will be useful. We have a long way to go. We only have, I think, 5 of the required ones, or rather, like 4 of the required areas under our control. We get 1 automatically for just being Cebu, which we can't alter. Where are you going to revolt? There, okay. I probably should harsh treat that, honestly. Or maybe I should just move my navy up there. Speaking of which, how is my navy looking? Maybe it looks pretty good, to be honest. Sure, it could of course be stronger. They can always be stronger. We do have another heavy to add in though, which is nice. We can afford another heavy or 2. Good. Despite running 3 colonies, we're still making money. There we go. Cebu in Australia. Really tempted at some point to go take out Japan before they get super strong. I believe we have... Yeah, we need to develop another institutional province at some point. Or did we? No. Okay. Oh, great. Thought I finished off all those rebels. I was wrong. Okay. Quick. Try and stop them from killing off my colony. Unless somehow it takes over the next month and they fall below the required size, they're probably going to kill off the colony. Almost. I'll have to wipe out the natives in those two provinces, unfortunately. Malacca is collapsing. I'm quite okay with that. Natives. And then I'll do the same there. The Kowtow as Ming is a little bit tricky average because you got to get well, you've got to also get I think you have to get either Incan and Nahuatl, or maybe those count as pagans. Anyway, it's not a particularly hard achievement, so good luck with Kowtow as Ming. Okay, that should protect all the colonies to function. Let's get a claim on Sulu's capital. Okay, I got some more heavy ships coming. Hopefully all combined should be enough to win any naval battles. What's Navy look like for rivals? Malacca actually still has a stronger fleet than I do, which could be a problem. We need to delay the war a little bit longer than I thought. Don't want to risk losing my navy, obviously. Although, to be fair, Malacca is in a civil war, so they might not even join. Oh, they would. Well, maybe give it a little time and they'll collapse. What is the military strength of Brunei, though? That's the last question. Brunei. I just saw it. 10,000. Okay. If I ferry my troops up from down here, I should be good, though. And we'll also finish expansion ideas, and then we will switch to to military focus for a while. Still have a couple more explorations to do. Not too worried about that. I'm a little bit more worried about our growing tech deficit, though. Army tradition, I guess. Not particularly my favorite thing to lose early on, but it's about all I can do. Also, definitely need to make some more states once things get going. Kutai, particularly, would be a very nice state area. Maybe switching away from admin was a bit premature, but I do want to get the next defensive idea for sure. Okay, those troops to there, pull those guys to there. Shoot to there. I want to be in a perfect position for any attack on Brunei. Oh, that's showing 2 units because of the army attached to it. Okay, Malacca will not join. This will be nice and easy then. Should be a reasonably fast war. Haven't missed anything, average. Defensiveness is not overrated, because if you have it, it's really strong. Does help if I can actually win the landing, though. So we'll have to work on that. Really, I need the additional morale, probably. Although they probably have better Miltech, to be honest. They have Miltech 12, so yeah, they have better units. Oh well, nothing I can really do there. Just gonna have to keep trying again until I succeed. Hopefully they don't keep trying to sink my navy, though. They do. I'm actually really glad that Malacca did not join this war, because it'll be a lot easier without having to deal with another enemy. One at a time. Despite being militarily inferior to them, I suspect I should be able to win this. Brunei should fall on its own, and then Sulu can't survive an onslaught if I hit him with enough units. What's the worst idea group out of all of them? Probably Maritime. Maritime is pretty terrible. It's got its place, but usually just build more ships solves half the problem. Espionage is kind of nice. But yeah, probably Maritime. Naval's not so great either. There is a point to using aristocratic ideas, so some countries like Poland is really good on. What is this? Oh, acquire subjects. We don't want to use that yet. I will use this high income though. And get grow buildings. Let's throw down some more temples. Should help. Might as well use the money while I got it. Oh, but he died. Probably an admiral, right? Do that instead. I've never found Maritime that great on Venice. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, all their idea groups have their place, but definitely seems a lot more useful on defensive is pretty much good on everybody, pretty much. Let's see if they're gonna pull out of there. I pretty much have to smash their military to win this war. Because as soon as I leave, they'll just reoccupy all this land. Keep blockading Sulu. Finish them off. There's no reason to keep them alive, so. Less enemies or people in the area, the better off I probably am. What are some underrated nations? Uh, Japan, despite being a really good nation, tends to be slightly undervalued by how strong it really is. It can play a very tall game very easily and get a stupid amount of development. So hopefully I'll be able to demonstrate that a bit. It's tough to say what underrated nations are because most of the good nations, Savoy is a solid nation, Saxony's I tend to think underplayed. Yeah. Teutonic Order is really solid if you survive initially. Novgorod is a really good nation if you can beat Muscovy. Which of course is easier said than done. Nope, Brunei, if we're going to do peace, I want all your land. Oh, apparently I can't get all their land. Where's their... Oh, there's their last province. Interesting. I wonder if making them a vassal would be worth it. Probably not, but I really want them gone. Maybe I leave them their capital and take everything else. Beating up the Ming is always difficult. Pretty much comes down to luck, honestly. There we go. Those rebels are gone. That hopefully should be enough to force Brunei. Yeah, I can't take them as a vassal. But I can take all their land except their capital, and I can force them to annul their treaty with people. There we go. Nice pick up of some pretty productive land. Oh, well, good morning then. Oh, let's try and finish off their navy. Don't want them to keep beating up my allies' fleet. Or my vassal's fleet, rather. Okay. The Siege of Sulu. Which is my best general? First Army. Ugh, I hope I can actually take this island. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I couldn't take one stupid island. Well, stabilize that a bit. I doubt I'll win this. They've got a really good general. No. Stick around. We have superior morale, but they have superior everything else. Great. And I don't have any better military stuff. War enemies. They have a lot of manpower. Great. May have to actually wait till I get a better mil tech to actually take that area, which is sad. Maybe sheer numbers of troops will eventually win out, but I doubt it. Nice. Timurids are horrifying if they get going. I have to say, of all the achievement I've done, the achievement as Switzerland there, Switzerlake, was exciting. That was a fun achievement. I think I just need more ships to take this island, unfortunately. I mean, I can keep trying, but I don't think I'm going to succeed for quite a while. It's a pretty tough island to take. What with how ready they are for every invasion. Wait till I get guns, they have a 2-star general? Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna keep trying though, because I want this war over with. Plus I'm gonna get more army tradition out of constantly attacking anyhow, so. It'd be nice if my guys would actually land at a rapid pace though. There we go, another defeat, right on schedule. So we'll load that up there, and then we'll pick up these guys, and we'll attack again, even though they're not full strength. Hopefully they will do that before they actually rebuild. Come on. There we go. Eventually we'll take the province, so. I will slacken recruiting standards though, so I can rebuild my military. Boy, I'm gonna have to keep attacking like this for an age, aren't I? Okay. Pretty much rinse and repeat. Grab the next army, keep attacking. They're down to 6 from 7, so eventually we will succeed. Of course, now we're attacking with 7 as well, but they're down to 8,000 more manpower, so they can only kill about 20,000 more of my troops. And I got a terrible general, of course I did. Oh well. We'll keep attacking. It's not like we suffer really anything for attacking. Plus we're an age away from guns, so we're not going to get guns till we develop a new institution. So I guess we can't take the island. We've lost how many thousands of troops? 47,000 troops trying to take an island. I guess we'll stop for now. We'll just make a white peace because we can't actually win the war. And then we'll put everything back to drilling, and we'll wait until the truce expires. Even if we don't have better tech, I'm building more ships, so we'll overwhelm them with numbers. Brunei, I can actually make a state. That'll be awesome. No, it's also time to start developing another institution. Yes, this province. Really our only choice, I think. Oof, okay. Time to waste tons of monarch points. We unfortunately don't have a lot to spend. But given a couple more months, we should be, well, probably more like a year or two, we'll actually have Australia, which will be cool. There we go. That's a better general. Probably could have taken the island with that, actually. There we go. Let's grab some of this fleet. I think we've got a pretty solid fleet for the region. I can't really see Malacca beating us at sea, but I suppose it doesn't do to underestimate them. I always forget how slow it is to develop provinces till you actually try and do it. It takes forever. Well, the 13 colonies region is one of the most valuable areas in the game to take for a colonial nation, so well done. Okay, that should be another colony done. Don't know, I think I'll start colonizing islands. I don't feel the need to colonize the rest of Australia right now. Might finish off the Philippines, to be honest. One or two of these northern provinces. Actually, wait, I think I already dealt with that one. I'll do this province next. There we go. Another colony done. Just need to get these last two to 1,000 and we're good. Oh wow, if the AI hasn't gone after Mexico, Mexico is like stupidly valuable if you can get it. Am I gonna have to fight the Mamluks for land? I think I am. The Ottomans are not expanding. This is weird. Oh, because the Mamluks allied Morocco and Yemen, it looks like. That would explain some of their lack of expansion. They're being intelligent. Or else the Ottomans just had a really bad time of it. Which is entirely possible. Let's see, what policy are we going to want to take? Probably colonial expansion once we get the ability to take it. More monarch point spending. I've got what? Should be the last one I have to develop on my own, and then everything else, well, maybe the Enlightenment I should get. So I'd say we got another like 30 years before we really catch up in tech. Which unfortunately is the way it goes. We do have a pretty good heir though. Or rather our new ruler, so. Discipline and siege ability, I guess. Why not? Of course need an heir, so let's talk to my vassals in March. Oh, well, we got a half-decent queen, so that's something. Ottomans are really easy to beat once you know what you're doing, so you just gotta take time and either beat them immediately or beat them late game. I'm actually gonna lose government reform here because there's no particular race to get absolutism until I can actually get absolutism. Probably should get a claim on Brunei's province. I do. Malacca's provinces I can't actually claim, I don't believe. Wait, I should be able to fabricate claims in trade regions, but I can't form trade regions because I'm already in the area, of course. Actually, no, I should be able to fabricate claims in at least Africa, I'd imagine. Huh. Oh, maybe actually that's not in a trade company, is it? This is Yep. So I could technically try and invade Kilwa over there if I wanted to. I don't think I will right now. Depends when you attack them with the Ottomans and who you're attacking them with. But suffice to say, pretty much no one can outraise troops against the Ottomans. You always have to have a better army. More development. I have to go up to 38 again, I think. Ugh. Ah, Malacca is no longer a valid rival. Okay. Revoke embargo. Could I actually attack these guys? Not for another 3 years. Okay. I might rival. I think I'll rival Bengal for now. Okay. We need some more transport ships. We have 16 or so. I guess that'll work. Should probably also get a larger army on the fields. Specifically with some more cannon and stuff. This army in particular needs just general more troops. There we go. Next month, though, we should be pretty good. That should give us quite a bit of land cord. I think I can still form a colonial nation even though I'm in the area, so we should just be waiting on those two. Ooh, I like that heir. 536, yes please. I will happily keep you around. I should try and convert some of this land though. It's going to be expensive to convert though. That is written there, okay. I might actually move this army south just to make sure that the rebellion can't occur. As easily. Yeah, there we go, friendly troops. No point in going to try and get stuff from Sunda till I can retake all their land from Malacca. And of course, Khimers, a nice little march there will feed probably most of this land too. So also, if you guys haven't seen it, I just stuck out a poll a little while ago about probably after I finish the Portugal game, I'm going to take a break, maybe do a Hearts of Iron one on the new expansion. We'll see, I'm not sure yet, but if I did, I just threw up a poll to see what people would think about it. So far it appears that the Netherlands is winning. I'm curious as to how that will turn out. Yeah, Netherlands is still ahead. Japan is making an interesting push for second, though. That's, of course, on the community tab of the channel. Okay. Ugh, it's going to take forever to get that. We don't even have... Do we have Tech 9? Yeah, we do. So I could theoretically spy on these guys and try and get cheaper tech costs out of it, but... Probably worthwhile developing it myself, actually. It's just going to take forever. Once we get Australia functioning, that'll be a nice bit of land I don't have to deal with anymore. Then we'll take out probably the rest of Brunei and then all these islands. I might skip and jump over to here though, pick up this one. Which means I'm gonna have to move my army around again. Yeah. How much of these islands do I actually have to own offhand? I actually don't need to own any of the islands. Other than the ones I'm already controlling. I do need to own this land though, so we will go for that. Just gotta wipe out the natives there and then we'll probably come back to protect it from missionaries. I like how New World Charter is pretty much completely free. Yet I always forget to do it. Oh, I'd be happy to talk to that person, I just haven't had the time lately. I've watched some of his stuff, it's pretty good. Yeah, purge the natives. And then purge these natives. Because we'll send the next colonist to there as well. Although I probably could devote a little bit more time to Australia, I hope they can kind of take care of themselves. Yeah. Oh boy, Malacca is not having a good time, are they? They were doing so well until I overwhelmed them. There we go. Cebu in Australia. Capital of Malgana. Not particularly a rich area, but we'll let them function for a while. I can't afford to send them any money though, which is unfortunate, but not much I can do on that front. I need the money for when I actually develop an institution, which is seemingly going to take forever. In my opinion, what's better, McDonald's or Burger King? That's a weird question. I like McDonald's French fries. I don't eat at a lot of fast food places, to be honest. Okay. Finally getting to the point where we're actually getting institution with each level. It's just gonna take forever, isn't it? I might actually be better off just raising a single regiment of units out here, or 2 regiments of units, and using that to keep colonizing Australia. What I really would like is to develop Australia into something of a naval powerhouse. Because I'm going to need a solid navy for the rest of the game. Plus, now that I border these guys, I can actually fabricate some claims on their lands. So next year we can attack these guys. And yeah, we got a lot of claims for them. When is that exact date? August. August of next year. Oh, isn't that convenient? I got 3 transport ships exactly where I need them. Couldn't have planned that better myself. Ooh, Siak has emerged here. They're allied to Brunei, right? I can attack them just outright because Sunda has claims on their lands. Or cores, rather. I might just do that. Maybe if we're lucky, Brunei will join to help them. That would be amazing. Come on. It takes so long to march through these jungle provinces. Brunei would in fact join them. Awesome. So that means I should be able to finish off Brunei. Unless I totally messed that up. I might have, the reconquest might mess me up actually. Nope, okay, good. I can still take the land. For some reason, sometimes I get confused on what you can actually take with different reasons for war. We'll obviously return some land to Sunda and take the rest ourselves. Save us admin points and cost us some Diplo points, which is fine. Plus our war against Malacca. Hopefully Sunda, if we rebuild them a bit, will actually be able to contribute troops to these conquests. Let's do that instead. Oh, they won the battle even without it. Awesome. And we actually won that battle. Despite having inferior military tech, the discipline is coming through. Discipline and morale. Halfway there. Halfway there, and that is in fact the fall of Brunei. It's just a matter of waiting now, honestly. Waiting until it's sieged down. Ooh, these reinforcement costs hurt though. Not much I can do, and the mercenary units do save me a lot of manpower in the long run. Although I do need a new general. $13 gold a month just from mercenaries. So expensive. There we go. Siak has fallen, or however you say it. Thank you, Average. I came up with that one because I really like the concept of playing as pretty much losers in history. It's why everybody likes playing as like the Byzantine Empire. And that's just what I came up with as the easiest way to defeat Japan, is have forts. Forts are broken in that game, so that's just the way it works out. This is unusual, getting a level 4 shock general, but no siege or maneuver. Might be one of the few times I've ever done that. Okay. Gotta save monarch points for a while. Okay. Take that, and we're going to. Oops. We're going to return that to them. Take both of those and take that. It will cost me Diplo points. Great. Well, finishing off 2 countries as I think worth falling into Diplo point debt. Plus feeding, you know, the vassal a bit more. 184. How much is developed? Oh, 20 development. That would explain it. That is an expensive province. Okay. Well, I don't have a strong audience who watches my play Hearts of Iron average, because most people prefer Europa. That's why they found the channel in the first place. But I enjoy playing it, so I'm going to do a guide on it, because people have asked me how you do it. So, figure I'd be nice and help people. That's how they're getting it. The Ottomans are actually, currently, they're losing a war versus the Mamelukes. That's not good. That might mean I have to fight the Mamelukes for islands. Ugh. Not particularly what you would like to have to do. I should actually be able to attack Malacca now. We will do a reconquest of Carta. And that probably, no, okay, that'll work fine. We are going to need our fleet though. Actually, I'll just grab my army from here as well. Eu4 is doing a lot of damage up there. Actually, I guess I can afford to fight their fleet. Hopefully they are not stronger than I am. Doesn't look like it if they're backing off. I don't remember. I have half-decent relations with this guy. I guess I'll improve some relations with them for now. Plus, I can cross that strait, which is awesome. The big key will be, for us at least, taking Strait of Johor here, this province. That way we can march our troops back and forth. Not be separated from our own lands. Thank you, Everett. I'm not expecting to have lots of people show up, considering I didn't really warn anybody I was doing a stream. I just found I had free time. Should have a little bit more free time than usual the next 2 weeks, which is awesome. Convert, government reform. Yeah, absolutism, of course. Wait a second, Mong Mao? Where did they come from? Have I ever seen these guys before? The Mong Mao. Oh, they're one of the mini Shans. Yeah, maybe I have. Tough to tell, there's so many of the Shans. Now I just gotta occupy Malacca's other provinces and we should be good. Breaking alliance with Pasai. Hostile attitude. I mean, if you're dumb enough to break your alliance with me, sure. I am more than happy to lose you as an ally. They haven't helped me at all, and they've got lands I need, so... They're dumb enough to break the alliance with me, they will pay for it. Ah, revenge after the naval defeats they inflicted upon me earlier. Cleans up the southern part of my island there. I'm actually going to help Australia grow a bit more, just because I want them to control all of Australia rather than just part of it. I don't feel the need to expel a minority, because at some point I'm going to adopt Bornean culture as an accepted one. Whenever I get around to it, really. Okay, that's good there. Can I boost you? 51%, yay! Slow progress, slow progress. Really wish they hadn't managed to steal that from me, but nothing I can do. I'm actually rather impressed Malacca is holding out versus these guys, because they've lost the vast majority of their land. Take action. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to lower corruption. Or inflation too. Oh, rather inflation rather than corruption. Okay, I've already started spying on these guys to retake it, to take their lands. They're the ones dumb enough to get rid of an alliance with me. Do I have the same color? Huh. I essentially have almost the same color occupation as Eu4. There we go. I am, of course, going to give this land back to Sunda. First off, mainly because it will save me tons of aggressive expansion. Also because then I can just annex them later. Although they are holding out very well. Oh wow, what? Oh, they're bankrupt. Malacca went bankrupt. Oh, no wonder they're getting annihilated. That's just essentially free land. Well, that is convenient. Go take their capital land if you would then. Oh, weird. I'm at war with these guys. Why can't I go for their capital? Blocked by a hostile... Oh, okay, so I gotta take that fort before I can actually get to their capital. Weird. Hopefully this will be a large land grab without annoying everybody in the universe. The fact they are bankrupt just means they can't put up any defense at all. I do not want Pasai, though, getting ambitions on their land. The less people I have to kick out of the land I want, the better off I am. And of course I still need to get tech. Ugh. 56%. It's like a mile away still. 98. Trying to save admin points because I'm going to need it to deal with that coring some of the land. Oh, Chimer's been unable to keep control of that land. I'm kind of disappointed in them. We want to retake this land because it belongs to Chimer anyhow and will make them quite a little powerhouse. I'm not too worried about anybody being that rebellious. I'm rather larger than they are. Suppose it could happen though. Okay, to there. To there. I'm going to send my force up to occupy that land. Or reoccupy it rather. No point in saving Diplo points because I'm going to lose them with the peace deal. I'd like to take that province though. First claim on Pasai's provinces, which giving us access to their lands if we need to. Really do need to get tech, but might as well try and strike while the iron's hot here. They're going to be that weak and vulnerable, I might just take over half of their lands. Tech-wise, they're stronger. Hopefully if those rebels attack me, I win it. We'll see. %65 of the way there. Hey, plus 2 Diplo points. Nice. That'll help shore up that center problem. And they'll seize that. I'll occupy the rest of the lands. And we should win this war, and then we'll be off to pretty much attacking Pasai immediately if we can. Just gotta, obviously, core as much as we can. I don't even know what we're gonna take out of this peace deal. I am gonna return lands up here to these guys, to Chimer. Assuming Keimer can take it, yeah. That'll be quite a bit of land anyhow. I just have to beat this rebel stack. Can I do it? Yes, but that was way closer than it should have been. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sunda has a claim on that. I guess I'll give them another province then. We'll figure out what land we're going to divvy up to who once we actually occupy it all. These guys are actually semi-happy with me, which is nice to see. I might actually try and toss in a royal marriage with... Oh wait, they're getting wiped out by these guys. Oh, they annoyed the Dai Viet. Interesting. And that should be pretty much 100% war score. Awesome. No need to fight that battle. Or I'm going to fight it anyway. 3 free ships out of it though. I must be way over my naval force limit. Yeah, that's not helping, is it? Okay. I want to return land to Keimer, I want to return land to Sunda, and I want to take at least 2 of the provinces so that no one else can just re-invade Malacca. But apparently Malacca just lost that... Now that Eu4 lost the war, Malacca got land back. Oh boy, up and down and round, everybody, every direction. The rise and fall of empires, for sure. "75% of the way there. I hate being this far behind in tech, it's just ugh. Terrifying. But that's the benefit of playing in Europe. You don't have to spend all these monarch points. Okay. Keimer. We'll wait till they occupy that last province and then we'll figure out what we're taking. And figure out how overextended I'm gonna get. Okay. First things first, return land to Keimer, Sunda, to Keimer, to Sunda, Okay. Already potential coalition. I want to take that. Ideally, I'd like to take that as well. Just don't want to annoy too many people. Okay, let's do this actually. Okay, come on. Come on, game. Okay, let's do that. As you can see quite a land grab for us. We want to specifically for that. That. Can't core that. Okay. Now we want to immediately declare war on these guys. Oh wait, we have a truce with them. Okay, we can immediately declare war. Wait. Outrage countries. Hopefully no coalition will fire. Sunda, of course, is going to be a bit on the rebellious side right now. So this might actually give us time to sit back and actually get the institution. So we went from roughly 400 some odd this episode to 587. Oh wait, that's not us. Here we are, 692. Wow. I was wondering where my one of my vassals disappeared to. We can't march there. Okay. So Malacca has been roundly beaten up. It's going to take another 2 wars by me alone to finish them off. Okay, by average. Lots of pouring to be done, but that's the way it goes. Australia is not expanding on their own yet. That needs to change. That, and I need to actually take over the Australian coastline. Oh, somebody died. Ooh, you're a better advisor than I had before. That missionary cost is causing a lot of negative income. Okay. That should be 2 more provinces for Australia. I think I'll refrain from converting for a little while. Starting to get a bit out of hand, isn't it? Yeah, we really need a missionary advisor to do any more. Let's mothball forts. Save some money there. Hopefully the people who hate us don't hate us enough to form a coalition. Yeah, most people other than the Sai and to some degree the Mamluks, nobody cares. The power of reconquest wars. Spend military's workforce. Drill. Oh, you're already drilling. Still steadily losing money though. I might actually mothball one of my armies. Yeah. Or however you do it. Not fully maintain it, rather. Okay, Pasai is going after Malacca. That's a bit annoying. There's nothing I can do until next year. Yeah, we'll gain a claim on one of your provinces. We're 5th ranked great power in the world. That's impressive for a little Indonesian nation, or Philippine nation. That's now more Indonesian than Filipino. Okay. 400 or so more monarch points, and then we'll have an institution. And then we'll actually have to be able to afford to embrace it, but every little bit is progress, right? Speaking of which, how much does my colonial nation give me? 0.02 gold per month! Isn't it amazing? Oh well. It's 4 more units in the event of a war on my side, which is really what matters. Champa, you always want an alliance. Ooh! Are willing to be a vassal, though. So I will happily talk to you about that. Since I can't really afford to expand militarily without getting another institution, diplomatically is going to be a great boon for a while. Although these loans are annoying, let's pay down some loans. Oh, Champa getting closer and closer. "29 years till the next institution. Great. And only a handful more months. 4 months until we can get an institution. Muko. Okay. That means I need to raise my army back to full again and keep losing money. Not much I can do there. Stop drilling because we're going to be facing more rebellions, I think. Although I don't actually know what type of separatists these are. Oh, interesting. Trade policy. Lots of potential problems. But if we can hold steady for a little while longer, we should be all set. And got it. Printing press now exists in our lands. And considering we have almost 100 development in 3 provinces, we have more than 100 development in 3 provinces, should spread rather fast. How much money are we going to need? Quite a bit. Great. Hey, on the other hand, I can now just store tech points for a while. Oh, the Mamelukes have reached Australia. Not good. Not good at all. Well, I suppose I can kick them out of Australia when the time comes. It's not like my Australian colony is going to be smaller than theirs. Plus, Khmer is looking like a wonderful little nation on its own, let alone as a vassal. Yeah, I guess I can do that. I do like the Hinduism events. Because of the fact that you can gain monarch point skills. On the other hand, you can only get it once, which is frustrating. Ah, of course. I leave and the revolt happens on the other side. Okay, go pick up these guys. We're going to use the larger, stronger force to retake that area. Despite being significantly behind in tech now, we actually have pretty good ratings. Oh, speaking of which, I should see what happened to the Mamluks. The Mamluks beat the Ottomans and took 2 provinces. Interesting. And apparently the Commonwealth, first off, has formed rather early, and they've stolen a province from the Ottomans, or 2. I'm not entirely sure how this is going. To put it mildly, it doesn't look like the Ottomans are going to be as large of a threat as they usually are, unless they go on a real rampage through the Mamelukes, which is very possible. And I don't know why now I'm realizing that this is my vassal's land. I was actually bothering to keep marching through, sailing around. Oh well. While we wait, how is everyone doing today? Hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing fairly well. There we go, another colony done. I guess I can send it there. Oh, send colonists. I forget it. I always keep forgetting it's a double click now rather than a single click. That does mean I have 2 troops I can move elsewhere though. And with the exception of Eastern Australia, my Australia looks to be doing pretty well. I can attack these guys if I want to, which I do. These guys, however, have emerged. Interesting. Malacca has collapsed even further. Let's finish off these rebels, then assess where we're at. They have 10 troops and they have a better tech level, it looks like, as far as I can tell. They have a significantly better general. Okay. I need to catch up in Diplo points, honestly. The Diplotech penalty towards controlling subject nations is getting considerably worse with every month. Okay, declare war. They're going to have 1 ally. Wait, how do we do with Champa up here? 75. Can we send them a gift? Yes. Push that above 200. We'll push it to 200 and then we can vassalize them. Hopefully that won't cause too much trouble. It has, okay. These guys, Sunda is a bit of an issue at this point. I may start annexing them. Yeah, we'll do that. It's gonna kill my Diplo income, but kind of my only choice at the moment. They've just gotten too large, really. Okay, wartime. We want to take Rokan. They have 17,000 total. It should go in our favor. Obviously, we'll have to see, but I have high hopes. More importantly, we can also solve some of our money issues. Where is my fleet? Oh yes, these 2 units. Let's get you back to the war front. You to there, you to there. That should handle any rebellions there. Really wish these guys had actually started to colonize them. Don't want to give them any more influence right now, even though the monarch points would be really good. Can't really afford to risk it. Besides, I'd have to give them one of my more, like, valuable 30 development provinces. Maybe once we consolidate everything, we can deal with that. As I suspected, that colony would be attacked. We should win that handily, yep. And that will be... Technically, we have enough to brace the institution if we were willing to spend 1,000 gold. Who is the most advanced in the world? Oh, looky here, it's our good old friend and rival, the Ming. Let's spy on you. Get that nice little tech discount. I may just have to take out a handful of loans to get the institution, but we'll see. We're not particularly making tons of money. Also may try and let Sunda do as much of the fighting as possible. Uh-oh, Castile has arrived in Indonesia. Right there. Not so great. We don't really need the prestige or the legitimacy that much. Oh, free increased diplomatic relations slot. It's nice, but I really don't need it. What I really need is this befriend the Europeans for the institution spread and expand the capital for the development cost. Alas, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Come on, fight the battle, fight the battle, fight the battle. I'm coming. Sending troops. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, we're actually going to win that. Somehow. Castile has now rivaled me. That is not good. That means Castile views me as an invasion target. Okay, we really do need to catch up in tech. $724. We're actually larger than Castile. Right now, if we fought a war with Castile, we'd probably win it. Mainly because Castile probably couldn't ferry enough of their troops over fast enough, but I don't want that fight. Hopefully they don't want that fight. That, on the other hand, is not great either. Come on. Oh, it takes so long to march over that distance. Win the fight already. Yay, won that one, and I won that one. And our ruler died. Far too young. That's too bad. Let's do court creation cost, because currently we're in a regency for like 3 years. So if we can win this war within 3 years, it'll be really cheap to core the land. Come on, take the stupid fort already. Ugh. How many siege rounds do we have to go to take one silly fort? Honestly, that one's going to take longer to take, but I really don't need that land, do I? Tempting to take an idea. It really is, but I need the tech. I think I'll take a handful of provinces from Pasai and tons of money if I can get it. We'll ignore these guys. Oh, no. I'm going to lose that battle. Shoot. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm still going to lose it, though. Wow, talk about a heroic victory. Wow, I have no idea how my troops pulled that off. Close. Now if they could only take the fort, I'd be really happy. I just need that one fort. Come on. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. I've been on, what, a 50% fall of the fort now for almost a year and it still hasn't fallen? What, are you kidding me? There we go. I need cash. I don't have cash. Do that. Doesn't want to give me any land. Great. We want at least... Oh wow, they only give me those 3, nothing else. Looks like this war is going to go on a little bit longer then. At least until I can get an adequate amount of money, or land out of this. Still got a year before the war has to end. Hoping the AI is not as intelligent as I suspect they might be. Nope, not good enough. By threatening their capital, we're making it a lot more likely they want to surrender. And just get the slightest bit more score. Maybe for once 28% will be enough, but I doubt it. A little concerned that Sunda isn't helping, but that's because they're rebellious. Of course they are. Oh, I've got to peace out now, otherwise they're going to retake it. Great. We want that. We want their fort that they were almost able to completely stop us at. Then we want money. Turn that province. Exchange for more cash. Hopefully that relegates them to a minor power in the area, but I doubt it. They will be back, I'm sure. In the meantime, I think we're going to have to take loans here. We've hit the point where the tech difference is just killing us. Mothball the forts, mothball the armies as much as possible, or as much as is safe, and then raise autonomy. Hopefully that'll be enough for now. Still losing money, great. It's probably the mercs, to be honest. Or not, because we're not actually reinforcing them. I guess it's the overextension then. I suppose I could spy on the Mamelukes as well, but Castile already hates me, so they'd probably actually be a better target. Or rather, I could try and keep relations going with these guys. Probably a hopeless mission. Yeah, plus 15%. It's a lot. There we go. Oh, cool. We got some cash out of it. A little bit of cash, at least. Of course, our income drops drastically whenever we're overextended because we have a fair amount of trade. But that's the way it goes. Only making 7 gold, which is a little small for this point. I may have to shift my trade node to Malacca. Yeah, it's a more valuable trade node, but I don't control as much. Yeah, well, maybe once everything's cored and integrated, it'll be more valuable to switch to Johor there, or Malacca rather. I can get that Diplotech if I can return to annexing Sunda. Hey, at least we're positive income for a little bit. Plus our Queen Regent's about to leave power, and then we'll get a much better monarch on the throne. How cheap can we make the Diplotech is the true question. As it is, 7.5% off is pretty good. Ah, they're bringing our trading on spices, which does slow my ability to create a spy network. There we go, though. Reducing some of my problems. I really do need to convert this land though. 66% is not a good number. There we go. That should make everyone loyal to me, and as everyone is becoming loyal, our monarch has come of age. I really do need to rebuild, probably for this guy's whole lifetime. So let's do trade and tax. Trade and tax, and we'll stay relatively as peaceful as can be. Yeah, big difference in income. Good. Now we got a good consort. Where did I put my fleet? Ah yes, in that strait. I'm going to try and fill in control of the Philippines, I think is my next goal. I've got 2 provinces left, and I'd like to have it look vaguely neat. Plus then we should move up towards Taiwan, probably. Plus we'll get an additional merchant when once Australia gets large enough. 30 development. It's not great, but it's a start. Annoyed with the Mamelukes though. How dare they do that? Sunda is slowly being annexed. Oops, Pasai separatists. How many troops? 26,000. Nope, we're gonna repress you. 26,000 I don't think I can deal with right now. We do have the spice trade. Let's take that. Get a little bit more trade power. Oh yeah. Much better income. I'm only, what, 1,000 some odd gold in debt that have to be paid off? Almost 2,000. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Not colonizing though. I've got a choice. I think I'm going for Australia. I can't get there actually. Darn, never mind. I don't actually know what the remaining land in Australia looks like. Looks like I'm stuck dealing with Philippines. Hopefully any rebellion of 5,000 troops should be handled by the 12,000 some odd sitting there. We can hope, at least. Speaking of which, I don't actually have any allies, do I? Could try and ally the Diviet. I don't actually need their lands. At least as far as I know. No, I don't actually need any of the Diviet or Chimer lands. I need some of this land though. Oh, maybe I can ally the Diviet and sell them an institution. That would save me some cash. Or rather, make me cash. Okay. Oh! Spain has decided to colonize in Brunei, or rather Castile, with a fair amount of colonists. Wow. Okay. That's not very nice. Okay. We'll split it in half. Hopefully they can handle any uprisings. I need to actually switch to Diplo Focus, unfortunately. But if we're spending 5 annexing them, I do need to catch up in tech. At least spying on Castile's reaping some rewards. Would definitely want this Spanish square tech. Ironic we may discover Spanish square by spying on the Castilians. But I think that's mainly just the way it's turned out. That's down here. Oh, I actually lost that fight. Too little morale, I guess. On the other hand, the natives are now so weak in there they can't actually take control of the province anyhow. They can cause trouble up there. We're the 3rd ranked great power in the world. Kind of impressive. Let's try allying the Diviet for that extra little bit protection that a strong nation provides. They are a solid nation, no matter how you look at it. Plus, they're reasonably rich. Extra 1 gold a month. That's definitely worth it. And, ooh, missionary strength. Oh, that is tempting. Can't really afford it though. Suppose I could afford it on a couple. What would be really nice is if colonial nations would try and handle native uprisings in their borders or nearby. Yeah. Come on, Australia, you're looking impressive now. Surely you can afford to colonize. 8 cities. 43 developments. Oh, maybe not. It's rather poor still. I need to reduce inflation though, so we can actually make some cash. Oh, a bit more money coming in. That makes a difference. Every little bit helps. Corruption's under control, which will actually save me quite a bit of money. Yeah. No stacking penalties here, please. "13 years. Then we can remove Sinda from the map. Spending more money to repress rebels. Well, at least we got a good ruler to consolidate our kingdom. Because otherwise we'd be in a lot of trouble. And we just got caught spying on the Spanish. Still haven't finished off Sulu, unfortunately. Really want to, but they're currently a bit untouchable. To my great annoyance. I could probably take that island now, to be honest, but I don't know if I want to at the moment. Okay. Malacca is recovering, that's fine. I don't particularly care. What I do care about is actually being able to raise autonomy. That and not having to keep kicking the Spanish out of lands. I have a feeling we're going to see Mameluki in Australia, which is going to be frustrating enough. About half of Australia is ours, so that's at least something. Suppose I could keep trying to explore the world, couldn't I? Might as well explore while I can. Also, I should probably mothball this fleet. I don't know why I feel the need to have it maintained. There we go. 15 gold a month in income. That should pay down our debt eventually. Or actually, rather sooner than later. Money is flowing. Spice must flow. Really could use that promote new culture thing. Oh, prestige is handy though. I'll happily take that. 37% done, and I can of course boost that a bit by doing the 15% cheaper annexation cost, but I'm gonna wait until it gets a bit closer. Save myself some monarch points at that point. Okay. Plus convert some of these smaller provinces, if at all possible. I need that Spanish square though. Been stuck in the last 2 military techs now for like 30 years. Never a good thing. It'd be rather nice if colonial nations actually developed their own lands, but it'd be asking a bit much, wouldn't it? Maybe there's been no major war going on right down here. I guess there was one. It's like Vision and Anagar lost some. So long as Bottom doesn't get too powerful, we can deal with them. Of course you're rebellious. I'm never gonna get this Spanish square attack, it seems. Every time I get close, I have to spend it again. Oh, okay, that'll help though. Reduce some unrest in some of the lands. Not perfect, but it's a start. We can also send a colonist to Australia again. Which will be nice. Keep competing as much as we can with the AI. Already got Tasmania there. Spying on people saves you so many monarch points. $1,000 gold in debt. Well, we got a handful more months selling it to the Dai Viet, the institution. So maybe that'll be enough to get Miltech 12, or before we have to switch. 43% annexed. Probably when we hit 50 or so, I'll use that cheaper annexation cost. I always find it interesting that Indonesia is so large you can't colonize it fast enough to stop the Europeans from being able to take it. There's just so many provinces. Very rich lands. I'm gonna lose that fight, aren't I? No, I won. Good. I should honestly boost up the maintenance a little bit. What is this? Huh. Virgin birth of King Karna. Sure, I guess. Different dynasty, though, looks like. Well, if he lives, I'll have a 666 ruler. This will be amazing. Weak claim to the throne, though. But we do get this lovely legitimacy. Imagine how much trouble we'd be having if we didn't get free yearly legitimacy. I'd be dead already. I do find it a bit weird you can't march your troops around the coast of Australia. Feels slightly weird. Guess I should unmothball the fleet now that we're actually making some money. Try and stop them from kicking out my settlers again. As soon as they occupy that, the settlers are gone, so... Shame there's no better place to do it. Oh well, we will secure that region. If possible. Maybe we will finally learn what the Spanish square is. It's not a very advanced concept, the Spanish square, but apparently we've failed to understand it up until this point. And we still won't discover it yet because Malacca is rebellious once more. At some point I should just squash that revolt. To the mountains of Eu4 in Australia. We can, of course, always jump over and start colonizing New Zealand as well as part of Australia, which would probably be a smart move. Maybe Australia will do it itself at some point. Wouldn't that be amazing? As you can tell, I don't have high hopes. Where is my fleet? There we go. Dock at our somewhat existing colony. Kind of impressed Malacca is still vaguely intact, even though they should lose some more land. As the conversion of some of these tiny provinces continues. You'd think with almost 35% off that I could actually afford these techs, but not quite. Now we're going to be getting corruption out of it. But we got Spanish Square. We know what banner infantry are. But that should stabilize the empire considerably. Still a long way from our actual goal, though. Which is, of course, recreating the Chola Empire, so all of this. Still not there yet. Must pay off another loan, though. Slowly overcoming our institution debt. Oh, very slowly though. The Diplotech though. Nice. That of course will save us more money from having to reduce corruption, which is always good. And let's see what a difference this acquire subject does. Boosted to 63.5. 6 years then. Ooh, naval enthusiasm, that would be cool. Oh, actually, let's do this. Grand Fleet. Then we're going to do Dominate Trade. I don't know what province it gave it to. Hopefully my capital. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, it gave it to this one. That's surprisingly convenient. And to investigate all my edicts, I think I still have a couple, or at least I had that one on. Actually, let's put trade on that. Boost my trade income a little bit. Really need trade steering, unfortunately. Not that easy to pick up. And with this one, that should be Philippines completely colonized. Malacca died. Cool. Who am I better off spying on? Castile, Ming. We'll spy on Castile. Easier to get my people back. Come back up there. We're going to pick a fight against some other people. Johor would be a nice target. Oh, they're allied to Sulu. Perak. Don't know anything about them. We're going to pick a fight with them as well. We're going to pick a fight with a lot of people, aren't we? Yeah. Navy. Back to our capital region, if you would. Go and keep you exploring. I've never really thought about it, but if you're in Indonesia, the west coast of North America is to your east. So exploring land around Australia is Southwest Pacific, even though to you it's just South Pacific. That's very interesting to consider. Confusing, but interesting to consider. There we go. Deal with those rebels. Still got a loan to pay off. Anyhow, let's finish off some of these minor nations. Now that we've pretty well rebuilt our tech level. We're still a bit behind, but... And they're on 14, 15, we're on 13 and 11, so we're still behind, but... Every little bit helps. And it's easier to take it now than later in the game. Ooh, that's a good general. That's a very good general. Hopefully that should stop the Malaccan separatists from ever being a problem again. And the Philippines are mostly colonized. There's this little one right here, though, I think I'll do. No. Oops, wrong dock. Let's go take that tiny little island that dared defy me, Sulu. Then we'll probably stop. It's been a long stream already. Plus I have to finish off the Portugal Let's Play soon. Okay. How developed is this one province? I'm curious. 12 development. I guess it's semi-impressive. A body religion, though. Interesting. Not what you expect to find in a tiny little island in the middle of nowhere. Muslim heresies. Well. To their state religion, it's a heresy. Grenada is still alive? What is this insanity? Grenada is still alive. The Ottomans are getting killed by Naples, who's independent. The Commonwealth is invading Russia. This is a weird game. Timurids are intact, though. Also, our name is looking very impressive on the map. I will point that out. Finally, we took Sulu. Took us outnumbering them heavily just to take that one province. Guess I should fabricate claims on Pasai, because we're going to be going after them next. Them and Patieni or whatever. Tenny. Huh. Interesting. We're not going to withdraw in contemplation. He's already got pretty good. Well, I guess he could have. I probably should have. Oh well. Can always deal with that later. Right now, I need the monarch on the throne. Finish off the animists in our north. And that will give Hindu control of most of the Philippines and a good portion of Indonesia. Australia is actually starting to get a navy going, which is impressive. And we still haven't paid off all our debt yet. Nor are we likely to anytime soon. Okay, Sulu has fallen, and the other one. A little bit faster than I expected. At this point, it's actually messed up my strategy a bit. I shouldn't have wasted that 50 military power. Oh, coalition is being formed. Okay, I gotta be careful now. Yeah, I'll do that. Bit of a risk, I guess. I do have the Diviate in case of a war. Plus, now that we've consolidated our hold over the Philippines, we can actually relax a little bit. 100% of the trade there. Although apparently there are pirates. The Ming are privateering me. How dare they? Don't know what I'm supposed to do about it though. Well, average, we expanded. Quite a bit. So when we started, we were 400 development, we are now 840 development. Malacca has fallen, we fed the Khmer, we're annexing Sulu, we've got an institution. Yeah, we're in good shape. Pretty good shape. However, there is a growing consensus that we are getting a little too greedy among our neighbors. And I'm not doing so hot tech-wise, but other than that, I'm doing okay. And the losing money part. Plus Spain has arrived. The Mamluks are likely to get an Australia colony as well. Stuff like that. In general, we have revolts. Dominating the Indonesian trade nodes, though, should make me lots of late game, mid game money. At least that's the hope. See if it works out that way. That isn't good. Mamluks just doing coalition. Great. Not good at all. Not good at all. Draft ships for war. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Also having to build up another army so we're not so pathetically weak. I think the big reason everybody's getting aggressive is they started hit Miltech 15, which is the extra morale. Some of them, like the great powers, are. The Ming will hit it really soon. They've already hit it. Typical Ming. What does it cost to core Malacca? 146. Wow. Expensive province. Oh, I didn't actually finish these guys off. Oh, that was dumb. Ugh. Yeah, that's about all it says is watching the stream average. I don't know whether that's true or not. Haven't heard from anybody since you left, so. Could easily be the actual number. Oh well, someone else is here. Hello. Yes, the rise of Cebu is ongoing. It jumps up and down. We had like 6 at one point, so. I don't mind. I'm having fun. This is an achievement I've wanted to get for a while, because it's such a weird one. It's not as weird as like Albania or Alberia or something, but still pretty strange. The rise of mighty little Cebu. Or Cebu, rather, I think. Honestly, right now, all I'm trying to really do is prevent my neighbors from trying to kill me. Small coalition. Usually enough, some of the Indian nations are starting to get angry with me. Probably because I'm conquering Muslims. Oh. Get Melaka in there. Ooh, 50 monarch points. Haven't gotten one of those events in a while. Really do need to get this Diplotech up though. Once Sunda's integrated though, it should go much faster. 3 years, give or take. 2 years. I really do need to finish off the whole Cebu idea tree, but can't really do anything right now. Too far behind in tech. It's very interesting how empires go through eras of immense prosperity where you're getting tons of money and then you go bankrupt and then you win a couple wars and you become rich again. Plus I'm converting things, so that is hurting my income a bit. Should probably stop for a while. Really like this 5% cheaper land maintenance modifier, that would help a bit, but it would also help if I didn't have so many mercs as well. They're not the largest cost I have in my army, so... Still haven't discovered the new world, sadly. At least I don't think I have. Yeah, well, kind of. That's about it. Sadly, my little nation of Australia is not colonizing on me. They are, however, building up, so... Give them some credit. A good portion of Australia is not the best place to live, as in the giant wasteland provinces in the middle of the map. Steel caught my spy. That's annoying. That is very annoying. Oh, no longer sharing knowledge with the Diviate. That's too bad. Still, I've got a half-decently solid ally in them. They should at least defend me from some attacks. I'm going to go for a while longer. I just got confirmation that what I was going to do is not needing to be done. So that's always nice. Wow. No, this might be I think this is the first time I've had to boost stability in this session. That's almost 2 hours and 15 minutes without a stability boost. Kind of all handled it itself, which is weird. The small benefit I'll get with Castile owning those provinces is they'll stick them in a trade company so they'll stay Hindu. Or they should. No allies. It would be really easy to take this guy out. Except for the fact I have a coalition. Oh well, whatever. We'll try and get this nation anyhow. If they're that vulnerable, I should take them out. Once I actually get it claimed. Hey, spices have risen in price. That should boost my income. Considerably? Was that like a 5 gold increase? I think it was. All of a sudden spices are valuable. Yeah. That's a considerable boost in income. Oh, and Sunder's going to be annexed in the next couple months. Which means I should be able to throw up a couple more states in their lands. Or at least 2. Which is kind of all their valuable provinces. Central Java and Western Java. I already own Eastern Java. Not bad. That should stabilize the country a lot. My nice little March up here, Keimer, seems so happy. They've got their fort. They've got their steady income and pretty good land. What more could they need? Hey, Mamelukes left the coalition against me. Awesome. That makes my life a little bit easier. Not having to worry about one of the great powers of the world coming for me. Actually, wait, they're no longer a great power. What happened? Oh, maybe they've just fallen behind in tech. Because that is a very nice looking Mameluke capital. 42 development. Only 39 in Constantinople. This is not an expansionist Ottomans. Although they have expanded a little bit in the Balkans. Rather, it's an unsuccessful expansionist Ottomans, which is a very different thing. May just have lost those 3 heavy ships thanks to my explorer dying. But next month, Sunda should be annexed. Pasai is alone in a coalition versus me. Ateni actually has no allies. Or Tanai, maybe. Curious what will happen with their pretender rebels. I'll be a little bit annoyed if I have to go squash pretender rebels. Yep, I have to go squash their pretender rebels. Great. Plus my navy is massively overextended right now. Which trade node do I want them in? Canton, I think. Yeah. The sheer cost of rebuilding my army is killing me. I'll hold it for the moment. Kind of weird I have to take out their pretender rebels, but I shall do so nonetheless. And yeah, there go my heavy ships that were off exploring. All gonna die. We actually have 17% of this trade in Canton. That's impressive. We're stealing quite a bit of money from them. 18% now. Still losing 20 gold. Guess it's all the army maintenance cost, but boy, that's expensive. Poof. Actually, I should probably not mothball my armies. Not if I want to actually fight this war. Okay, we'll do it this way. Hi Max, how are you these days? Once my troops are in position, we will attack and take out this tiny little nation here, and hopefully take some of this. At least those two to connect it. These guys, on the other hand, are going to take a while longer. Or I could just wait 2 more months and actually get a claim on these guys' lands, which might actually be worth more. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that growth of capital stuff. I'm an idiot. That would have saved me quite a few monarch points. Okay, that's another colony done in Australia. And that's hopefully another one done as well. That should be another merchant. Perfect, perfect. Okay, Canton. How can I steer trade into Canton? Through here. Lhasa. Why are we up in Lhasa? No idea why the trade flow is so weird through here. Or the fact that all trade from Hangzhou goes to Johor rather than at all near the Philippines. Weird, 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 weird. Yeah, I'm very excited with Imperator Rome. I think I offered Max mod status once and he didn't want it, but I'd offer to give it to him. Right now the chat is lagging so hard I can't do anything, even if I want to. Okay, 2 conversions there, or rather a conversion there and a colony. You know, I might colonize this other region in Australia, just to fill it all in for me. Which is the valuable province? That is the valuable province. Let us begin the war. Lesson 1, always have claims. Lesson 2, always have a navy so you can cross the stupid straits, especially if you're fighting Denmark. Oh boy. Rough fight. Won anyway, though. I don't want you to protect trade down Malacca. I want you to go up to Canton. There we go. Should be a reasonably easy war, this one. You know, once we take out this guy, this one, and these two, we'll have actually conquered all of Indonesia. Obviously, other than the Spanish and Mamlukian lands. But it's not like I can do anything about that. At the moment, at least. Okay. Slow, steady occupation. The Diplotech. Boy, I need to catch up a lot. I really could use the next level of heavy ship. Galleons. Really? You travel all the way down here to deal with Canton? That's weird. Okay. Imperator Rome. Yeah. That'll be fun. Doesn't come out, sadly, for a little while longer, but... Okay, I've got to go through and give out estates. So, estates. Most of these are all controlled by merchant guilds. Okay, that should get these guys up to 40. Gets it to 50, that'll work. Now I gotta give land to these other guys. I don't... Okay, I've given this land to the nobles. That to the merchants. That to the nobles. Give that to the nobles. 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 Oh, yeah, so many nobles. Merchants. And nobles. Okay, that should work for them too. There we go, 100 from them. Perfect. Nah, we'll get the tech rather. Oh, did I not send this colonist? I didn't send the colonist. Stupid double click mechanic. New World Charter, Grand Monopoly Charters, 150 Diplo points. Nice. I guess I've given them enough land to actually be worth something. Speaking of which, I should probably give them Malacca. Or Melaka in this case. There we go. Not that that should make too big of a difference to my income, but when I finally switch my center of trade around, yeah, I think I can move it into their territory. I don't think my trading city has to be owned by somebody. Okay. Tete was colonized. Nice. Colonize that. Which means I need ships. Gotcha. And with the occupation of that last province, that should be 100% war score. What area do I hope will be covered in new DLC? You mean for this game? Because they've already said it's going to be Europe, which will be really awesome. Oh, could I afford that? Ooh, tempting, tempting, tempting. Let's do that instead. Yeah. Another big land grab. Now we're actually finally expanding into lands I need. And it's expensive. I need admin ideas. That'll probably be my next idea group, admin. Because these costs are getting ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. Now I have to mothball my entire army because I can't even support my troops. That's gotta change. Okay, there's 11 gold going into there. There's 15 into there. I think it's still, at this point, probably worth more to control it in my capital. Actually, how much do I actually... Get 18, there's 13, 10 incoming, 6 local. 17. Maybe once I finish off Pasai it might be worth it, but they are allied to the Mamluks, who would in fact defend them. Decisions, decisions, decisions. No, I cannot form Malaya, sadly. I really wish I could. I really wish I could, but one of the requirements is not start as Cebu. It actually says at the bottom of that long list where it looks over the requirement is Cebu or Cebu. So delightfully long. 82 provinces though. We are the greatest nation in the world. By 1594. Wow, we're the largest, or rather we're #1 great power. And outside of the Ming, who are our rival, we are the largest. That is amazing. I think it's time to try and annex Champa, actually. Yeah, wow. I am actually quite happy the way this is going. That's this area, right? Yeah. I annexed some of it and other stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I needed the ships for. Oh, they didn't actually ever arrive where I wanted them to go. Delightful. Okay. Once I get a chance, we'll subdue Brunei. What happened to the Ottomans? Yeah, them. The Ottomans never got going. That's the really fast answer. The Ottomans never attacked the Mamelukes, and then they lost their war versus the Mamelukes because, and I'm thinking this might be a legit strategy if one plays the Mamelukes, you ally Morocco and Yemen. With both Morocco and Yemen, no one attacked. The Ottomans never attacked them, and now they've added Pasai. It's pretty strong. Also, the Commonwealth, it looks like, beat them up a little bit. So, I mean, they're still really strong, the Ottomans, but they're barely a great power. Yeah, I put out a video of like one of the most epic Ottoman collapses ever. They were gone by, I think it was 1453, so less than 9 game years. They pretty much were reduced to just Anatolia. It was ridiculous. I haven't seen a Ottoman collapse ever that crazy. Just from AI, I didn't even do anything. That was the weird part. There we go. I'm gonna actually lose that fight. No, I won that. Don't really know how I win those fights. I should have lost that one. Mameluki in Australia should form, but I don't know why it hasn't yet. Weird. It's pirating us. Coast, who is the pirate? I don't think these guys can raid, can they? Who is raiding my lands? I don't see any pirate republics or anything. Weird. Somebody out there must have a way to attack me, and I don't know who it is. I'm not in Oceania. It would be cool if I was. I'm in Asia. Yeah, great power from Asia. Whoops, I've been outdeveloped by the Commonwealth. Well, that will have to change. I can't attack Pasai. It's annoying. Rivals. No. Negative opinion. Everybody has a negative opinion of me. Look how little that actually changes. 59,000. Could I beat the Mamluks in this war? Almost definitely. But they have Miltech 15, so probably better not to risk it. Guess I'm still in debt. Still in debt. Oh yeah, I lost my missionary advisor. Okay, well, we'll stay where we are. No one has discovered gold in Australia yet, darn. I mean, I could move the capital, true. I don't know where I'd move my capital right now. Maybe to Africa, so then I could put... I could move to Africa and then create trade companies, but that wouldn't be worth it. I mean, my capital's not a bad spot. It's pretty well protected at this point. Well, maybe if I could figure out where the actual Chola Empire capital was, I'd move there, but I don't actually know offhand. Oof, please government reforms. I have a very high level of autonomy, don't I? However, unlike a lot of the nations I've played, these guys are actually really good at dealing with autonomy. Centralize bureaucracy and then pacify the islands. Works really well, actually. What I'd like to do is hit 1,000 development. And obviously prestige. Not much I can do on that fact right now. Still, going down 0.325 a month in that land is pretty good. I already have a colonial nation in Australia. I don't feel the need to move to Australia. Oh wow, did I just get a free admin power out of that? I think I did. Yeah, 636. It's a pretty good ruler. I guess it gives you 1 point in a random category in between the two, and if it can't give you 2, it gives you 100 of the monarch point. Interesting. I should probably throw down some more marketplaces, to be honest. Get 43% of the trade. Oops, I'm gonna lose that fight. I guess once I lose this colony, I should just wipe out the natives. They're a little too strong. Nope, another loss of stability. That retreat route, though, all the way around the island. They did not want to be caught, I'd say. There we go. We've got 81% of all trade in the Philippines, 88% of all trade in the Moluccas. I really should move to Malacca. Okay, let's make my trade capital this province. Hopefully this doesn't entirely bankrupt me. Switch transfer to there. You're transferring properly. Call you back. Transfer you. Where else do I need to send? Oh, I don't know. Let's see how this works out. It should increase my trade income. 24 gold. $33 gold. Yeah, 9 gold increase. I'd say that's worth shifting my capital trade node. Actually, especially if I shift this guy over to here. $39. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now I actually have a benefit for shifting trade into that node. And we are rich once more. Good. Don't think that's the most valuable province, the trade node in the world, though, unfortunately. I suppose I could move my capital over there now. I wonder what is the highest valued trade node in the world I know of. Where do I figure that out? Malacca is pretty valuable. Well, thank you, Max. I just talk. I just talk. That's my excuse. No, I don't have the energy like some YouTubers do to, you know. Who's the Irish one? What is it? What's his name? Jacksepticeye, I think, or whatever, who goes, well, I gotta talk really fast today because I gotta talk really fast and I gotta do all this other stuff at hyper half speed. I can't do that for more than like 2 minutes, so. That was not worth spending 300 gold to get a stability. Thanks for that, Max. Thanks. It's nice to be known as having a nice, semi-calming voice. Oh, military power, thank you. Ooh, we're almost going to become ridiculously strong. That land morale will be a godsend for our next wars, especially if we want to take out the Mamelukes. This is not going to be fun to have to fight. Suppose I could afford to convert, couldn't I? I'm making enough cash. Fifth in admin, third in diplo, 12th in military. That is not so wonderful. I'm gonna wait till I pay off the loans to raise my military up again. I can't afford to. I may need to raise up my armies to handle these rebels. Oh, looks like I've lost any hope I ever had of getting the rest of Australia. I may have to ship over to New Zealand to build up my colonial nation a bit more. I can't say I'm too worried about colonial Australia trying to break free on me. 57 development, yeah. Okay, I want to annex Champa. Ideally, I'd like to take Champa's land and give it to Khmer, but there's no easy way of doing that. whatever. Yeah, Malacca is really powerful. Yeah, I've been developing cities to force tech. In case you're wondering, some of the most developed land in the world right now, these three provinces, 38, 35, 36. Why I'm keeping my capital in the area. Yeah, that's of course where the majority of it is. But now that we've gotten past all the institutions I shall need to develop for, I can stop doing that. I sound like I'm narrating. Well, that's a pleasant thing to hear. Speaking of narrators, and this is a really random side fact, I was watching the TV show, the old version of the TV show, The Addams Family. And there's the character Lurch in it. And the person I was watching it with looked at me and said, you know, you could pull off a very good Lurch. You're tall, and you can do a very deep voice. It turns out, and I looked it up, the actor who did Lurch was actually a narrator because he had such a deep voice. Funny. Okay, let's get some good tech. Just as the British navigate the world, we finally get good infantry. And army maintenance. Oh, nice. We can actually fully maintain our army. Still, you know, 800 gold in debt, but whatever. Yeah, once I'm waiting to develop the rest of the lands. Cebu gets reduced development cost is one of their ideas. So I'm kind of waiting till we can get to that. Or Cebu, rather. Also, my 666 heir has finally come of age. So he'll probably die in a month or two. Because, you know, that's how it always goes. Okay. Tech-wise... 13, 13, 15. Ming, I believe, is the tech leader. 15, 16, 16. Okay. We're doing pretty good then. Plus, we've just apparently discovered lots about the world. Let's see what the world looks like. Well, I'd say France is killing Castile. Castile is holding on to Aragon. Morocco has taken Coimbra from Portugal. There is a pirate republic of Sale, or Sale, or however you say that. Interesting. Granada is still alive as a junior partner of France? I don't know, but that might be one of the strangest things I've ever seen in Europa. Personal union under France for Granada. I'm gonna guess France released them and then got a union over them? Also, Magdeburg killed Brandenburg pretty much, and Saxony was huge. Weird. What's the religion look like? Oh, Protestantism failed. Pretty much. Russia is being killed by Poland's Commonwealth, who's got a union over Hungary. Wait a second, what is going on in this world? Commonwealth with a union over Hungary. Okay, it's a a 3-province Hungary, so I see that. Surprised the Commonwealth hasn't conquered Bohemia to give land back to them. And Wallachia has got a union over Serbia. This is a weird world. Florence is on the coast. Venice is doing well. What in the world have I walked into in this game? There's also the fact that Denmark still controls Sweden. What a weird game. Do I look like Lurch? I could probably pull off a Lurch. I'm tall. It's Catholic in Granada. I'm tall, and unfortunately, I'm still growing. You'd think you'd stop eventually, but every year I seem to get taller. Some year I'm going to stop getting... I'm going to still get bigger, but it won't be up, it'll be out. And that'll actually be a relief. Plays havoc with on your shirts and pants if you outgrow them. I'm a very tall individual, although not as gaunt looking, so. Okay, I think it is time to start migrating to New Zealand. You know what, I think I only need one ship. Admin techie, there we go. Time to get admin ideas. There we go. Cebu in Australia expands once more. HRE map mode? Sure, one sec. Let me just get this colony kind of functioning. The Tasman Sea. I guess that makes sense. Tropical wood just increased. That should be another trade boost to my income. They have a fair amount of tropical wood, I think. No, not as much as I thought. Okay, that down. HRE map mode. Austria is still emperor. Bohemia has added quite a bit to the HRE. Switzerland has added a bit. That's pretty much it. Not much. It looks like this was all part of the empire, but now has been taken by Venice. Who owned this? Ragusa? Maybe? This might have been owned by Ragusa or by Bosnia. I don't know who actually was in the HRE. Whoever they are, they're dead now. Weird. Austria is not having a good game, though. Was I tall as a kid? I was always a reasonable tall kid. Yeah, I haven't been growing too much in my 20s. I've just been steadily growing. I shot up quite a bit. I think when I was 16 or 17, I grew like 6 inches in a year, and that was horrible. The downside of growing that fast is you tend to have joint and muscle pain, which was not fun. There we go. We have now managed to migrate into New Zealand, which is kind of awesome. I don't think I've ever colonized New Zealand? Question mark? Does anyone remember if I've actually colonized New Zealand? I don't think I have. I think it's sometimes been semi-colonized by my colonial nation, but I don't think I've ever actually done it. Huh. Never really stopped to think about it. Oh, still got more debt. And when will global trade spawn? Don't actually know. I've got to imagine I'll get global trade at a reasonable pace with the sheer amount of marketplaces and stuff I have, but this province alone should get it. I mean, it's got 46 trade power. Can I finish off Johor? Do they have an ally? They don't have an ally. Okay, we're going after them. Once we actually get a claim on their lands. Yeah. Need that claim. Sure. Might be I believe there should be either a stability or something else. It's interesting that I get like personalized events as what I thought of was a minor character. Yeah, look at that. Maybe that's just a default Hindu event, but I can't ever really remember getting it. Though it is expensive. That was almost a whole year of income to get one stability. I might stop colonizing New Zealand and try and finish off Brunei. There we go. At some point we will kick Castile out of my lands. The real reason I'm not really attacking anybody right now is, first of all, we're doing pretty good size-wise. Second of all, until I get admin ideas, there's really no more point to expand. And it is frustrating, but that's the truth. Okay, Australia, 7 troops, some other stuff. I should be drilling my armies. Duh. Okay. General. Good general. Really good general. Okay. Horse. Horse. Or rather, cavalry. There we go. That should rebuild my armies to a good size. Really? Interesting fact, if I can move my capital Australia, I can form trade companies in Asia? No one... Wow, that's... I guess it makes sense. I guess that's that they do count that in Oceania, right? Still strange. There we are. Global trade has fired. Anyone want to guess where global trade has fired? Because I'm going to say London. And I'm wrong. Valencia. Weird. What is the value of this trade node? 36. The value of my trade node. 34. It was close. It was close. 0.2 there. Why is it so low? Oh, it's not a level 2 center of trade. Gotcha. We don't need to protect trade anymore. We need to advance it. To protect trade here, though. And then once I can afford it, I need to upgrade that to a level 3 center of trade. Yeah, if you grow super tall, you tend to die young. That's unfortunately the fact. Hey, Netherlands have emerged. Versus Munster, Dithmarschen, Liege, and Magdeburg. Interesting. Well, we'll know the Netherlands will probably swallow up Brabant, Holland, and all the others, so... You could actually see a reasonably powerful Netherlands in this game. I would not be surprised in the slightest. Yeah. Love the free monarch points the game sometimes gives you. Makes life so much easier to deal with. Interesting that it's developing faster here. Why? Oh, local. Oh, 45% trade power. Oh. Because I have the burgers here, it's even higher. That makes sense. And our ruler is infertile. Let's hope my heir doesn't die. Might actually be getting to the point it's worth having him abdicate. Yeah. 50 prestige, 20 literacy. Yeah, I'm gonna have my king abdicate. Abandon the settlement. I don't usually have my kings abdicate, but I'm gonna have that guy abdicate. We will do court creation. Okay, has no legitimacy whatsoever. The Reformation should soon end, and then we will be into absolutism, which should be fun. Yeah, Venice doesn't seem to get it. I'm always surprised Venice doesn't get it. I'm also surprised it didn't spawn in the English channel. So, since I've got two Dutch supporters here, Max, cough cough, there's a poll up on my channel, or the community tab, for the next Let's Play of not Europa though. It would be of Hearts of Iron 4 with the new expansion that comes out in like 4 days. One of the new countries they've added stuff to is the Netherlands, and I was thinking that could be a very interesting game. Playing as the Netherlands, exploring their mechanics, and having fun flooding a good portion of the Netherlands with the ocean. So, might want to go support that. It's currently winning, so, but we'll see. Yeah, wherever it's worth it. Some of these, it's not going to be really worth developing it. I mean, if I can get it in these 3 provinces, that's more than 10% of my development. So it should be fine with just that. I may actually take the idea. Not sure yet. It's a pretty powerful level 16 tech, isn't it? Oh yeah, I was going to finish off Johor, wasn't I? Marwar wants an alliance. What in the world? Sure? I mean, that's a pretty strong alliance there between Marwar and Vijayanagar, so maybe they can survive Amanis, but I guess I might as well ally the remaining Hindus in India. If there's a war, I'm just gonna fortify this peninsula and retreat, so. Yeah, that should be fun. When am I going to war? Pretty much, once I get to this admin idea and get adaptability, that's really the next thing I want. I'm going to attack Johor now, but I mean, that's not really that impressive. It's a 1 province minor with 5 troops. But yeah, we'll take them out, and he died. Great. As soon as my general goes to march to war, he drops dead, which is going to delay my idea. So, tech or idea? I do not know. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Oops. I thought I wiped out all the natives in this province. Oh, I only got half. Oops. Yeah, I kind of hope the Netherlands wins. I really, if the Netherlands doesn't win, I'll probably do a live stream with just playing as the Netherlands, because you got to admit, ever since you realized that you could flood the Netherlands and somebody programmed that into Hearts of Iron, pretty much you got to admit it would be cool to flood it and just stop the German advance with the ocean. It should be pretty cool. I don't know how much I will do of that, or it will just be more explore the mechanics stuff. It'd be cool to do another Hearts of Iron series, but it's just such a slow game. There's really no end game to it, which kind of sucks. But at least for a while, I'd want to play it. Oh yeah, I should probably rotate my trade ships. Yeah, go home at war. Gotta be careful, I keep losing my fleet. I mean, I could. I don't control South Africa, though. I don't even think I can colonize South Africa. Well, maybe I could. If I went through Kilwa, I might be able to. It'd be interesting, but I'm still trying to get that Philippines Tiger one, and I have a feeling that literally just focusing on that is going to take the vast majority of the rest of the game. Doing all this is going to take forever. I really need to start expanding into Pigou, especially, because they tend to get wiped out. I am, of course, got to be a little bit wary of whatever the Ming are up to. They have lots of tributary states. Well, luckily none of the land I need is owned by tributary states. That's a bit lucky. I love how these guys know there's a war coming and they've stopped drilling. It will not make any difference, I'm sorry. 600-man loss, conquest of a country. Ooh, guaranteed by Basai. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Dumb idiots. Sorry, they're guaranteeing the existence of a nation I wanted to wipe out anyway. It's just free land. It's crazy. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't keep calling them idiots. They're AIs, so they can only do so much, but still. Also, the Vietnamese are in some trouble. Lan Na is on the rise. No, it'd be cool if it controlled South Africa. I mean, I could kind of try and reverse colonize my way there, but I don't think it'd be worth it right now. Let's get the increased maneuver. If I'm going to be fighting in the jungle, might as well have the increased maneuver when the time comes. Movement war. What about you? I don't want you on Siam. Malacca will do nicely. What are you up to? Oh, you're this guy. Oh, I've already pre-ordered Rome Imperator. I don't know if you would want it. We'll see. I've already pre-ordered it, and when it comes out, I'm definitely taking a break from Europa to go into that. We'll see. I've been watching the dev streams of it, and while it does look interesting, I'm not entirely sure how in depth it's gonna be. Initially, it might be like a lot of the other Paradox games, a little bit shy on the content when it releases, and then they'll have updates and DLCs that'll boost it higher. I've already pre-ordered it personally. Thank you, Average. Yeah, I'll put out a couple YouTube videos on it, you can definitely see. I'll do like a review thing of it. I have a feeling it'll be like a lot of the other Paradox games, or actually a lot of games these days. Civ is kind of following the same thing. You release a pretty good game, I mean a little bit lower than average, and then you patch it up to being really good once you know what your audience wants. Like one of the biggest tragedies in video games I've seen in recent years, which was they tried to relaunch, what was it? It was essentially a Civ 5 mod, and it was like outer space or something. and they did like one expansion for it, and it wasn't successful because it was just a reskin of 5, and then they just dropped the whole game. It was sad. I'd wish they had kept doing it. Concepts were solid. Alas, there was not enough support for it, I guess. Plus, they were probably working on Civ 6. How is the institution doing? 69% done. 69% done. We've almost got another government reform. I think we're going to definitely go for a number of states. Because we're going to need a lot. I love this. I get enough splendor to buy the final thing in the age right before it's going to end. Oh well, it happens. Still doesn't make me any happier about it. Splendor abilities are rather cool, but it's a little annoying that they always appear at the end of ages. You get a lot. Plus, if you're not doing well, you never get any of them anyway. Okay, attacking. Oh, wait. Oh, I've got a truce with them. When does that expire? 4 years. Darn. Well, looks like we got a 4-year wait. The Mamelukes are really colonizing this game. I mean, it's not the first time I've seen a colonial Mamelukes, but it's certainly the first time I've seen one that's pretty much uncontested with colonizing. No one else seems to want to fight for it. Also, since when was there elephants in Borneo? I didn't know Borneo was known for its elephants. Oh yeah, Beyond Earth. Yeah, when it came out it was terrible, but the concepts, I liked the concepts in it, Max. Even if it was, you know, completely terrible. I mean, Civ 5 was terrible at launch too, and it became a pretty good version in the end. I liked the concepts of different ways to win the game, with the different trees. As you went down one, you couldn't go down the other. That was cool. Sadly, totally abandoned. It had some potential, and it was sad to see it fail so horribly. There's not many games I've seen that have had really good potential, and they've just blown it. Kidoki. Faster settlers. Just what I need. I still have quite a bit of Indonesia to, or actually, is this Indonesia? Oh, I guess it is technically now. A bit more of the Moluccas trade node. I think I'm saying that right. Moluccas? I don't know. I should probably start saving cash now for the institution. Yep, 1 month. Or 2 months, rather. Nope, already there. Okay. Now we should get the institution really quick in this area. Yeah, it's rather strange. I haven't played Fallout 76, to be honest. Average just gave me Fallout 4 recently, and that's the first experience I've ever played of Fallout. I've been playing a fair amount of that. That's interesting. The one thing I do like in it is the... first of all, I like the stat system. That's a solid one, the whole special system. But I like the perks you get, and the feeling that perks actually make a difference in the way you play the game. They don't just make you, like, overpowered getting like 1 or 2 of them. And I can conceivably see why you would want all of them in the game. Yeah. I heard Fallout 76 was awful, though. That's as far as I know, though. One province was 4.5% of my total size. Fallout 4 is certainly interesting to play. I honestly, in some ways, other than the building, I like the concepts of it. It's hard, which is kind of nice. It's hard to find difficult games that are difficult in the sense that they're fairly difficult, not difficult as in, I don't know, unfair. I really should get back to playing some Dark Souls for fun. I still haven't beaten the, I didn't like too much. I still haven't beaten 3 though. Because as much as I like Europa, and it is a solid game, sometimes I do like playing games that are slightly faster paced. There we go. Hey, our name has grown nicely. We now have a large name on the map. I'm thinking islands. Thinking we'll just go, well actually I could probably leave my navy where it is. Thinking I'll just keep colonizing across these islands. Actually, I think I wiped out a lot of the natives already. Fair amount. I'll just keep going east, getting more and more trade. Colonize the Spice Islands? Well, that's kind of what I'm working towards. I already have the Spice Islands, by the way. That's right up here. Already took that over. It's one of the first areas I took over in the game. What I need to do, other than getting the institution, is I really should start getting some manufactories going. Because then my income's gonna be crazy. Really? Really? My 666 ruler died young. And now I've got a 7 heir, who I don't even think was of my dynasty, really. Maybe he was. If he was, I should have gotten rid of him. Fine. May of next year I can attack. Yeah, let's decrease my army cost. Small about. Ooh, 7 heir to the throne. No, I'm gonna fire you. Since we're probably gonna try and expand, we'll do 4 cost. So sad I lost the 666 ruler though. That's sad. Such a good ruler, and he barely ruled for like 5 years. 2,000 gold. He did. Well, we just got a lot closer. There's really no point in waiting for global trade to spread anywhere else, because it's not going to spread at any rate. Factorio is? I think I came across it. I never played it. Two-button send. I wish there was an easier way to two-button send colonists. Okay, much better air. 10 air, that'll do. Cruel ruler's gonna cause trouble though. you get any more clans on this guy? This is past July, so I can attack this guy, but he's no longer guaranteed. I guess they were smart enough to figure out what I was doing, the AI there. That I was going to wipe them out by attacking this guy. Or else it's just the AI getting greedy again. La Na is getting rather large. They are in a punitive war versus a lot of their neighbors, though. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully these guys lose. They've been growing a bit too much. Pray for his life. Oh, maybe I should have paid for it, because that is a really bad error. Remind me to fire him as soon as I can. Oh, Golden Age of Piracy has fired. So that usually means new providence has emerged. Or same with Tortuga. Tends to become independent at that point, which is cool. Austria's emperor. Hey, religious peace has actually occurred in the empire with 2 reforms. I kind of feel bad about the way the state the HRE is in, that you can get religious peace in the empire and it doesn't actually help you at all. You'd think religious peace would help you pass reforms, but all it means is that the empire is just going to stay more divided for the rest of the game. It's really annoying and really strange. I really want to kill those guys. What do the Mamelukes have? 72,000. What do ships do they have? If I have a navy, I can just stop them from arriving ever. 5 heavies? Yeah, I think I can actually win this war versus the Ming. Not the Ming. The Mamelukes and Pasai. I might do that. I might try and do that and then I'll stop. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I should. We'll see. Let's attack. We want to take their capital. And I'm going to take this fleet and I'm going to order them hunt enemy fleets in the Eastern Indian Ocean. And theoretically, fingers crossed, theoretically of course, that should prevent the Mamelukes troops from ever reaching us. Plus Mamelukian Australia. How many troops do they have? 6,000. I could actually send troops to conquer that as well. We'll see. Maybe my Australia will do something. Well, you can always look into it, Average. Factorio. Interesting. One of the first games I got really addicted to when I was younger, other than Age of Empires, was Roller Coaster Tycoon. I don't know if any of you guys played the original one. Solid game. Very fun. I played that quite a bit. Quite a bit. You know, I don't actually know if I need to be that worried about any Mameluke fleets. Unless they arrive by land, they're not going to be able to do much. And if they can reach me by land, I guess they deserve to try and reach me by land. It actually wouldn't be that hard, right? They need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe military axes. They could do that one. They could probably pull it off. I want to invade the Mamelukian Islands. Specifically, I wouldn't mind taking that colony of theirs. I don't think I'm going to get it in time, though. Because you can seize colonies, which is awesome. Aw, shoot. The idiot heir survived, whereas the genius heir died. Of course he did. It almost feels like there must be some coding making bad heirs live and good heirs die. Portal 2? Portal 2 solid. Would imagine Indonesia versus Egypt. Yeah, that's a bit of an interesting one, isn't it? We are going to... Oh, can we not seize colony? Oh, I have to own it. Okay. I've taken the colony. We will seize the colony. And now it becomes mine, and it's almost done. So we just stole and pretty much gained a province in that little bit of a war. One of those more cheaty ways to get land that you'll ever come across in Europa. Is there any other Mamluk colonies in the world? Ooh, there's a colony right there. Time to go steal more land from the Mamluks. Well, I don't know if that's actually... Well, it's not really that colonized, is it? There's a bit of a war raging in Australia, though. I mean, I could steal their colonies, but I don't really... It was worth stealing that one because it was almost finished, but I don't know about the rest if they're not that developed. I've heard the soundtrack of Undertale is great. I didn't particularly get into Undertale. Just because of the graphics. I don't love that pixelated graphics that much. That level of pixelated graphics. Plus these days I tend to look for games I could, if I wanted to, play on the channel. And everyone and their mother has played that game on YouTube, it seems. I mean, I've got like a library of 8 or 9 games that I would love to try and play on YouTube at some point, but everybody wants to see Europa and stuff, so that's what I play. Number of states, there we go. How does the war go in Australia? Looks like it's going in favor of my colonial nation. And we have now reached the age of absolutism. Perfect. Oh, the Mamelukes have arrived with a fleet. What? Okay. I was going to say, I'm at war with these guys and yet I can sail right past them. That was weird. I want to catch these guys. The goal is to sink the Mameluke ships before they land. Oh, they ran to there. They know I'm after them. Where did you run to this time? They're running south. Ah, they've landed there. Okay. I'm not going to win a landing against that army, I don't think. Maybe I could, actually. Now that I look at it. They don't have a lot of good units. We'll see. If I can break through their infantry line, they're going to get annihilated, but it doesn't... Oh, I did. Okay, that should hurt the Mamlukians' war desire. I'd have to imagine. No? Really? Getting stack wiped hasn't slowed them down at all. Maybe I shouldn't have stack wiped them. Maybe I should have hoped to damage them, force them to retreat, and gone after them again. Let's rescue you and put you back on an mainland. Wait, there's that island. I should occupy the islands. Big thing I want is to end the alliance with the Mamluks. I'd ideally like to take out the Mamluks out of the war. Not gonna happen though. At least not for a while. How much to the institution? One loan. I'm gonna take that loan. There we go. Global trade embraced. Awesome. Oh wait, darn. Hope if I actually offloaded the units in the right place, wouldn't it? Anyhow, we've got the institution, so that's solid. Are my vassals trying to invade the Mamelukes? No, okay. I was gonna say, it would be weird if I found the Khmer invading Egypt. But I think we'll probably stop either after this war or once I occupy these last couple islands, just because this has been a long stream so far. I don't even have to give battle with my fleet, I just get near them and everyone runs away. Oops. Okay. I think this would be a good stopping point. Sorry for everyone who's just showing up, but I've been talking for quite a while. So I'll hopefully be able to continue this in another live stream either this week or next weekend, or the weekend after that. Hopefully in the next couple weeks, because we are on quite a roll, and outside of the Ming, we're definitely one of the largest nations. Only one that's really getting close, the Commonwealth, who has now annexed Hungary and invaded Bohemia. And that is a terrifying Commonwealth. Only thing they're missing is defensive, and they'd be unstoppable. Humanist. Very tolerant. Very tolerant. So, yeah, it'd be weird if the Khmer invaded Egypt. like the Chimer as in my vassal. Anyhow, I'm going to stop here. So thank you guys all for showing up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. The whole stream should be available for you guys to continue to watch or rewatch. And I'm just going to go till this month is done, so that missionary is done. And I'll pick this up another time. So bye for now. Yep, hopefully you can, Max. I'll see you guys all another time. Bye.